So today I'm going to be doing my updated nighttime skincare routine for you guys. Hence why it's so echoey in here. We're in my bathroom, so I apologize in advance for the echo throughout this video. But I have not done an updated skincare routine, well, nighttime skincare routine since 2019, I think. Yeah, because I don't think I did one last year. So my routine has changed some, but it hasn't changed too much. Like, I do have more products, I will say, than my last routine. And it's very extensive, but it's very necessary to me. This is like my favorite part of the day. I love taking my makeup off, even though I'm not wearing makeup today. I still cleanse my skin the exact same whether I'm wearing makeup or not. So you guys will still get to see what I use when I remove my makeup because I use the exact same things. So yeah, I'm not gonna ramble too much in this intro. I just wanna go ahead and jump right into the routine because it's kind of long. So whether I'm wearing makeup or if I'm not wearing makeup, I always like to double cleanse my skin. And most people think you're only supposed to double cleanse if you're wearing makeup, but you can double cleanse even if you're not wearing makeup, like I am doing today, because I wear a lot of sunscreen during the day and I reapply like 2 to 3 times, and it can get kind of oily, like an oily mess. I actually blotted a little bit before I came on camera because I was way more oily than this. But I like a good oil or balm cleanser. These are the 2 that I'm currently using right now. This one is an OG fave of mine. This is from Shiseido. This is their Perfect Cleansing Oil. I'm obsessed with this stuff. It's just the most amazing, lightweight, non-irritating cleansing oil. And I've been using it for years. This is a newer favorite of mine. I clearly am almost out of this one. I do have a backup though. This is from the Inkey List. This is their Oat Cleansing Balm, and this is a thicker consistency. So if you like a balmy cleanser, then you will really like this. This is a lot more affordable than the Shiseido one. This one is kind of pricey, but it's just so amazing. I love it so much. So today I'm actually gonna use the Shiseido one. Normally lately when I've been wearing like thicker foundation, I like to use this one. But like I said, I'm not wearing makeup today. And then I like to do about 1 to 2 pumps. Usually you don't need more than 2 pumps. And by the way, make sure you like dry your hands after you wash them before you go in with this, because you want to go in with this on dry hands. Like, you don't want to have water on your hands when you're oil or balm cleansing. You want to make sure the face is dry and the hands are dry. So I just prefer this method, like to take off my makeup and just to wash my face in general, because it's so efficient and my skin just gets so much cleaner when I double cleanse versus if I don't double cleanse. Now, some people always ask, can I double cleanse with just my regular gel cleanser? Like, can I just wash my face twice with my cleanser? And you definitely can do that. Your skin will still be clean. But I just feel like going in with an oil cleanser first just cleanses the skin a lot deeper, because oil technically gets rid of oil. So if you're really oily, I think an oil cleanser will actually like clean your skin a lot better than you think it would. So at least that's what I've noticed since I've been using an oil cleanser over the past few years. And it's just way more relaxing too. Like, when I'm removing my makeup, this is just way more relaxing and less irritating on my skin than like a makeup wipe or something. Because I feel like with makeup wipes, you're just wiping and wiping and wiping. And I have sensitive skin, so my skin starts to get red and it starts to burn depending on what I put on it after, because it's irritated. And plus, I used to go through them way too fast. Like, I would use like 5 wipes in one like cleansing session, like before I went in to wash my face. So, and even after all those wipes, my skin still had makeup on it. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna switch to an oil or balm cleanser. Because I used to think this was like messy and I just didn't like the hassle of it, but it was way more worth it when I realized my skin was breaking out less. And it was because my skin was actually clean and I wasn't leaving any makeup behind once I started using an oil cleanser. So usually when I'm doing this, I like to like give myself a little face massage. Usually I'm listening to music or listening to a podcast. Kind of weird doing this in silence, but yeah, doing this for y'all. Now, if I had makeup on, I would take my makeup eraser and run it under like warm water and then wipe my face off and then go in with my next cleanser. But since I don't, I just like to emulsify this with water and then just rinse it off my face. So for my second cleanse, I like to go in with my Luna Foreo, and this is the mini one. This is the black one. I like the black one because it's super sleek. I was gonna get the yellow one because I really like yellow too, but I just decided to go with this one. I've had this for a couple of years and I love it. It's silicone, so it doesn't like carry bacteria. You can just like wash it off with hot water, and then like maybe once or twice a week I'll wash it with soap just to make sure there's not any like leftover cleanser on it or anything. So I love this. I used to use a Clarisonic, but I got tired of replacing the head, so this is just way more convenient for me. So this is the gel cleanser that I'm currently using. I used this in my nighttime skincare routine maybe like 4 years ago, if you guys remember seeing that routine. But this is like an OG fave I always go back to. This is the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser for normal to oily skin. So I love this because it has niacinamide, ceramides, and hyaluronic acid in it. You can get this at any drugstore, it's amazing. So I'll do about 1 pump of this, and then you just press the button in the middle and it starts vibrating if you hear that. So when I first started using this, I used to just like count to 60 and then like rinse it off. But this actually stays on way longer than 60 seconds. So I just use the full however long this is on. I think it's on for maybe like 2 minutes. My skin feels so soft and clean, of course, but it's also super soft and it doesn't feel dried out. Because I've used some cleansers in the past that like make my skin feel super tight and uncomfortable. So yeah, those are really good cleansers to leave your skin nice and balanced. Speaking of balanced, sometimes I use a toner and sometimes I don't, because the 2 toners that I use are treatment toners. Hold on, let me get them. So these are the 2 toners that I like to rotate between based on the season. So in the wintertime, I like to use this one. This is the Paula's Choice Exfoliate. This is the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. So this is a liquid exfoliator. It has salicylic acid in it. So this is really good if you have a lot of blackheads, a lot of breakouts. It's just really good to unclog your pores. So that's what I like to use this one for. The weather's starting to warm up, so I haven't really been using this one. This one is like a tried and true of mine. I think I mentioned this one in my last skincare routine. This is from the brand Obagi, and this is one of my favorite brands. This is the Obagi Pore Therapy. This is their salicylic acid 2% acne treatment. So this is also a toner. I like to use this also maybe like 2 times a week, depending on how my skin is feeling, or if I have a couple breakouts, just depends. And this is from BIBA Los Angeles. This is the Mandalic Serum. This stuff is bomb. It leaves your skin so freaking glowy. Mandalic acid is a really good ingredient to chemically exfoliate your skin as well without it being overly irritating. So if you have sensitive skin, I feel like mandalic acid is a really good chemical exfoliant for you to start out with. So I use this on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And then on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I like to use this. This is from my dermatologist. This is basically a retinoid, and this is from the brand Arazlo. Now, if you guys remember in my last nighttime skincare routine, I was using an adapalene gel, and I think it was 0.4%. I can't remember the percentage, but this is a retinoid, and this is 0.045%. So this is like a cream instead of it being a gel. And the reason that I got on this was because my adapalene gel just wasn't working for me anymore. I noticed that I was starting to break out on my forehead some. I just noticed my skin wasn't as clear as when I first started using the adapalene gel. So I've been on this for like the past 6 months, 5 or 6 months, and I love it. Love, love, love it. So if you have like severe acne, I highly recommend going to a dermatologist. Trying to figure it out yourself is a headache. Believe me, I know. But today's Thursday, so I'm just gonna go in with this Mandalic Acid Serum. So I usually just do like the whole thing. It's like a nice gel formula. It doesn't sting or anything. It's very gentle. And the reason I don't use this on the same day as I do my retinoid is because I don't wanna like irritate my skin. And if you're using a treatment, like any kind of treatment, you don't want to use too many at once. And I just like to let each treatment product shine on its own and do the work on its own versus trying to like pile everything in one night. So it's just better just to rotate days for me. So that way I get the benefit of both of them without irritating my skin. Okay, so after I treat my skin, like to go in and hydrate. So this is something that was in my last nighttime skincare routine. This is from Osmosis Skincare. This is the Growth Factor Serum. This is one of my favorite serums of all time, which is why it's also in this routine. It's just always in the routine. So I think I'm gonna need some more because I'm almost out of this. I usually do, y'all hear that? I need another one. I usually do about 2 pumps of this, but today I'm just doing whatever left up in here. Yeah, because the directions say do 1 to 2 pumps, but when anything says 1 to 2, I'm gonna do 2. I hope you guys can't hear that beeping. Like, who was in a pickup truck in the middle of the night? So I just rub this all over and then I spread it all around. This makes your skin so plumped and so juicy looking. I'm obsessed with this stuff. This gives you that nice plump glow. And then I like to pat it like that. So I do both, I pat and I rub. And it also feels nice and cooling. It just makes the skin feel nice and comfortable. Okay, so now I'll go on with another serum. This is from Sachu Beauty, and this is the Thick Skin Essential Lipid Serum. And this is a lipid barrier serum, so it helps with the thickness of your skin barrier and rebuilding it, especially if you like exfoliate a lot, which you probably shouldn't exfoliate a lot. But if you have acne prone skin, it's kind of hard not to because it honestly keeps the breakouts away, like keeping the top layer nice and smooth and clear and all the dead skin away. But I use this every single day along with the Growth Factor Serum. I use both of them every single day. I'm actually almost out of this, so hopefully I got enough. Y'all clearly see I need to repurchase a lot of this stuff. So I do pretty much half a pump. So this is low-key like a serum in oil. So it's a very unique formula, but it's like a thick serum mixed with an oil because it does have squalane in it, which is a really, really good oil if you have acne prone skin, and it doesn't clog the pores and it just moisturizes the skin so nicely. So I'm just obsessed with this formula of this, and it just makes you glow. Clearly y'all can see that glow. And I like to drag a little bit underneath my eyes because you guys know I don't use a eye cream or eye gel or eye anything at night. I just feel like they're a waste of money, low-key. I just only like eye gels in the morning because they like wake my under eyes up. So nighttime is kind of a waste to me. You can just use your moisturizer underneath your eye or like a serum like that. Does the same thing. And then for my moisturizer, this is also a like lipid peptide product. This is from Skin Fix. We mentioned this in our Sephora haul, and I've been using it for the past few weeks, and I must say I really, really like it. So this is the newest product in my entire routine. Everything else I've been using for quite some time now. It basically is in like this kind of packaging that I'm obsessed with, where you just push it down and the product comes out at the top, and it gives you the perfect amount, because I feel like sometimes people don't know how much moisturizer to use, so it gives me the perfect amount. So the last product I use on my neck, because I have a very sensitive neck. The skin on your neck is very delicate. It's a little thinner than like your face skin, so I can't really use any of like the actives that I use on my face, like my Mandalic acid serum or like my retinoid or something. I don't use it on my neck because like it'll get really itchy and it would just feel really irritated and dry. So I stay clear of using any kind of actives on my neck just because it can't handle it. So I just like to use a separate moisturizer on my neck. This is from Glow Recipe. This is their Banana Souffle Moisture Cream, and I love how calming this is. This is really, really calming, and it doesn't irritate my neck. I could drag my like Skin Fix down my neck, but I just like to use this. I got it in a PR package, and I was curious, and it has fragrance in it, so I can't really use it on my face because my face doesn't really do that well with fragrance. So this is really nice on the neck. So I know I say don't dig your fingers in your moisturizer, but my neck doesn't break out in pimples, so I'm good on that. So I just take about that much. Now if I was using this on my face, y'all know I would not be digging my fingers in here. And then lastly, I like to take some Aquaphor. Yeah, this is the Aquaphor Advanced Therapy. So yeah, that is it for my updated nighttime skincare routine. I told you I was kind of extensive, maybe confusing to some people, but it's a system that works for me and my skin. Every time I do this routine, it just does something for my mental state. It just makes me feel like I'm doing something good for myself. So if you can't do much for yourself in a day, at least do your skincare routine. I'm telling you, it makes the biggest difference in your mental health and how you feel about yourself as well, because clear skin is happy skin. So I will leave a full list of all the products I use in this video in the description box. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all next time.